Hey Virgo, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your February 2026 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Virgo, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I just caught myself the way that I chew. I know I chew like a cow when I'm chewing gum. There's just something. Okay, anyway, let's just not get into it. Virgo, what I was just getting right now, because I just remembered that um, I ordered a very, very like cheap deck and I thought it was an oracle card deck, and it wasn't. It was more of like those cards. Like if I were to do a singles read, and what does this person look like that's coming towards you, or even if it wasn't a singles read, like who am I talking about? Let's specify. And their cards are like, oh yeah, this person has brown hair, has blonde hair, etc. And I ordered those cards thinking they were different cards. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these cards? Like, I don't even like these because they seem so specific. And I don't even know if it's great for general readings. But anyway, I guess they're coming in. And once those cards arrive, maybe I'll do a different kind of reading. So I was thinking that, and I'm like, why do I feel the need to tell you this in this video? For some of you, there is new love coming, or you're single. Um, I get something like that. If that's what the reading is about, I don't know. But I'm just throwing it out there for you. You have the Four of Pentacles. So this could be a card of saving, holding on, not opening up. We'll see. Currently, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, King of Pentacles could be focused on your wealth, your stability, I also get home environment, work, maybe. I get stability. For some of you, you are enjoying what you have, like in a physical sense, like your material. Anyway, Four of Wands, again, home. That's the challenge card, though. Something doesn't feel complete. You have two fours here. This has to do with stability, your foundation, security, what you can control. Foundation, you have the High Priestess. In the past, there's the Emperor, what you can control. So the Emperor is masculine energy, boss, leader, um, could be a very stubborn energy. We'll see in a second. On your mind, Nine of Pentacles. There's that single card. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be single. It's just one who's focused on how they make themselves feel reliable to themselves. It's an individual who does for themselves. Nine of Pentacles is a self-made person, is a person who is more focused on feeling secure long term. Okay? You have the Death card as your outcome. Scorpio energy, this also indicates massive change, an ending, a transformation of some sort. We'll see. Why is the Four of Pentacles the overall energy for Virgo? Three of Wands. King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo, and the Magician. Queen of Wands. I don't know if you're holding on to something because these cards are like waiting and ready. There's something here that you're manifesting or you're wanting to happen. I don't know if it's you holding on to this or you're closed off. What is the King of Pentacles in your current energy? We'll see in a second. Sorry, I had a notification. Um, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. You could have or are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. Something just is. It seems like you're trying to be grounded in a particular situation or in your own stability. However, this Knight of Swords, Five of Swords indicates a bit of an impulsive, not very stable energy. So I don't know if this is you or this is someone you're dealing with. Why is the let's take a look at this High Priestess because that's in the foundation. Hermit, Virgo, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Okay, so this High Priestess can indicate intuition, but it also indicates one who observes and is just listening, is just taking in information and doesn't really say a lot, do a lot, or anything like that. Um, and I think what you're holding on to is something that does, or intuitively, it's not like a very showy energy, but it's like slowly moving towards something that's harmonious. That has been the foundation here. However, even though this groundedness, it just seems to be a little on the shaky side with this air energy. So either this is what you want, but you're dealing with an individual who is just all over the place. Maybe you can't trust. Maybe they have trust issues and it's um, keeping you unstable. You're trying to be stable, grounded. I feel like this is you, though. What is the Emperor in the past? The Tower. Page of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. I get like such a steady energy of just waiting, either waiting for something to suddenly happen, or you've seen something fall apart because of the tower, and there's like this just watching energy for an opportunity, for something solid, for something to grab onto. For some of you, something fell apart, and you're kind of just watching it, but maybe looking at the brighter side of things. But there's just such a sternness. Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and the Six of Pentacles. And I think what you have to hold on to is you. Because I'm looking at this right on your mind, Nine of Pentacles, and clarifying that is something where I feel like your heart can rest, that or that you feel uh, a sureness about. is something that's long term, something that is secure, something that is an equal give and take. Now, 10 and 6, there's a 4 of Pentacles in between, which is your overall energy. It showed up anyway. I feel like even in the midst of you feeling maybe secure with yourself for some, or maybe even portraying that, there is still this element of the energy that I get, and this is what came to mind. You know those people that you know or that you meet and they just seem so calm on the outside, and you're just like, man, that person is so calm. But internally, like if you knew internally they are all over the place, I get that sense. Why is the Four of Wands the challenge here? Because the Four of Wands is the challenge is either the challenge is the foundation is rocky, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo, Pisces energy with the moon. Yeah, there's an insecurity because there's an uncertainty. King of Swords. I also feel like something that you were sure about is unclear. Now, okay, let's see what this death card is. Sorry, I was just pulling out more cards and basically just repeating what I was saying. Death card, you have the Seven of Swords, the Temperance, the Page of Wands. What? I don't understand. What is the Seven of Swords? The Ten of Swords. I don't know if you're avoiding some some sort of suffering or an ending of some sort, or I don't get it because this is a little bit on the contradictory side because there's some sort of switch or change or ending, right? That's the death card. Or maybe simply it's just Scorpio energy, a Scorpio or something like that. Um, and I get kind of this waiting. Huh. For some of you, you do have, for some of you, because of this newfound certainty within yourself, right? The self reliance, self made energy, uh, stability within oneself, focus with what you're building, and then aligning with what matches with that. Um, You're being patient with whatever comes next, with whatever. How do I explain it? Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands, Hanged Man, Three of Pentacles. This kind of seems to me a situation, or the thing is feeling dissatisfied with something where there is this approach, but feeling like you're not getting anything out of it, or feeling like there is this confusion, or perhaps needing to move forward, but still feeling stuck with something. Investment on change and opportunity here. I do feel though something really nice is coming your way. Something really nice is coming your way. Something that you've wanted. Something that's clear to you. Something that does bring a sense of, well, a new beginning of some sort, or that brings in clarity or happiness. The Sun card is here. Victory. It could be a Leo, or you are, but Six of Wands, that's victory, success. Is it something joyous? Hmm. But why the Death card? I think you're avoiding something that needs to end or change. For some of you, it could be a job situation that's becoming difficult, but you keep on persevering. Like, I'm loyal to this job, blah, blah, blah. But there is clearly some sort of conflict or drama. Queen of Swords just showed up. Animosity, anger. I don't know what else to tell you. And for some of you, there's just kind of like this open door to something that's new, maybe completely unrelated to this, or maybe it is related to this, but there is still kind of like this tie to something that you might need to leave in the past or heal from. Or it's like maybe you have an idea of an outcome of something and it's needing to detach from that outcome. Let's see what your advice is. Self-worth. Hello. Thank you. Self-worth. The salmon chair appears to an Inuit child playing in the snow. Valley and River are the salmon chair's protectors. I never get to see it, complains River. Valley whispers, there are those who can close their eyes and see it. The child rushes home to tell her elders about the chair, but no one believes her and she lies down exhausted. Later, the chair appears to her again. She climbs in and feels the great servant's love. You know what I got out of that? Kind of like a need to prove oneself, a need to believe me, or look, look, and just not being recognized or um and it's not about that. It's about you feeling that. And it's interesting Leo showed up because I think Leo reading was talking about that too, to a certain extent. People, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher. You will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. I'm getting, yeah, receiving is an action, and Four of Pentacles is closed off, and there is this, well, receiving, King of Wands and Magician. I got this sense of allow your energy to grow. You're kind of like expecting. I think it's expectations, and I think it's expectations, and that's leaving you closed off. How do I relate to the word deserving? Am I ready to allow myself to receive what others may not? Keywords: faith, self love, value, greater knowledge, innocent curiosity, being rewarded, receiving divine love. Salmon is the color of deep emotional peace. You have been given a gift of self love. This card indicates a love of life and no longer trying to prove your value to others. I literally just said that. Who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. Great. Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along for the ride, guitar lover. Bye.